in a situation when you love somebody but you don't like them. Like you can love somebody but don't like them. Like I saw a post on social media saying something like that, and I could relate. I could definitely relate myself. Like it's the person's, I don't know, their attitude, the way that they act, the way that they move, like real snakish, that causes you not to trust them. Like, but you have love for this person, right? And that doesn't mean that it's a person that you're in a relationship with. It could be somebody that you're related to, perhaps. Like you love these people, but they're treating you like trash. Like they don't respect you at all. Like they're constantly putting things before you, or they're constantly, gossiping behind your back about things that you don't want, to share with others. Just personal things or whatever. So I can relate. I can relate to something like that. And it's probably why, I'm not going to say I don't have any friends, because I still got a couple of day ones that I still talk to. Even though we're not on the same level in life, like, we're just not on the same level in life. I'm going to just say that. Not saying that I'm doing better than them or they doing better than me. It's just that we have different outlooks on life, if that makes sense. But we still talk, and we can go years and years without talking, and then we can finally get together, and it'll be like we never, split up or never separated or whatever. Yeah, I got those kind of friends. But in the past, I had friends that I had love for, that I would do anything for. And it just wasn't genuine. Like, the whole time I'm keeping it A1, I'm keeping it 100, and they're playing me to the left. Like my feelings doesn't matter. Like, oh, she'll get over it. Nah, she ain't gonna trip off that. Or, just doing like nitpicking and being petty, and thought that it was okay to continue to do stuff like that. So that's part of the reason why I don't have many friends. Like, it's always a secret competition thing going on. You can't really be yourself, with whatever lifestyle you choose to live. You can't really be yourself. And that's crazy. I wanted to say something about people that are in, let's say, that homosexual lifestyle, lesbian lifestyle, or, male on male, whatever. So when people first start off coming out or whatever, they're already nervous because the world isn't going to accept them for liking the same sex. And then you get around the gay community, and you start, being who you thought you were or who you think you are at this particular time. So you're getting comfortable in this lifestyle. So, but after you learn a few things, after you've been in the lifestyle for so long, for the people that want to get out of the lifestyle, after you've been in that lifestyle for so long, when it's time for you, when the time comes that you change your mind, you don't want to do this anymore, right? Then now you're being fake because you changed your mind. Let's say, for instance, if you're a man and you started dressing like a woman in this lifestyle, and you decide that you don't want to dress like a woman anymore. You want to be a man, right? You want to be a man. So you decide to go back to your masculine ways. You want to be more masculine. So you discuss this with the gay community, and some people have your back, and they're like, okay, you can do whatever you want to do, but then you got others like, you can't do that. They're judging you. So now you feel back uncomfortable how you first felt when you first entered this lifestyle, right? So now, yeah, you got all kind of people talking about you, judging you, upset with you because you no longer want to be in this lifestyle, right? So it's almost like some kind of gang related. It's almost like a gang related lifestyle. To be honest with you, how you get jumped in the game, and then you decide that you don't want to be gangster anymore, and then you want to get out, but it's like you can't really get out. It's like you're either gonna die in this lifestyle before we let you go. That's what I've witnessed during my time here with this situation. So it's like it brings me back to the whole thing in the Bible. Not to be preaching to you guys or anything, but it brings me back to the whole situation in the Bible with Sodom and Gomorrah. How they were pressing against the angels, and the angels they didn't want to sleep with these people, and they were just pressing and pressing and pressing, and the man even offered his virgin daughters to these people, and they didn't even want that. They wanted the angels. So you know what happened, right? If you guys ever read the Bible, God had caused them to be blind, the people that were pressing against the doors. But anyway, it brings me back to that because it reminds me of that, because I've noticed that every time someone, male or female, walked out of that homosexual lifestyle, they were bashed. They were bashed really bad. They were talked about. They were threatened. It's like you become this victim, or you become this target in the gay community, and then you got people that's on the DL furious about the situation because I guess they wanted you to stay this particular way, but God had different plans for your life, right? Right. So anytime God is behind something, no one will ever defeat God's plans. I don't care what you thought, was supposed to happen. Anytime God pulls you out of a situation, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, if God is behind it, there's nothing no one can do or say. And anybody that comes up against God, then it's going to be hell to pay, right? Just like Pharaoh, didn't want to let the people go. He wanted to destroy Moses and Joseph and their families, right? So they had God with them. So Pharaoh chased Moses and Joseph to, the Red Sea or whatever, and God allowed the sea to be split open until Moses and Joseph and the rest of the family made it over. And then he destroyed Pharaoh and his army. This man was just so furious. But I said that to say this. This is how it is in the gay community, whether people want to believe it or not. And in a lot of situations, there's no peace in that lifestyle. There's no peace. There's a whole bunch of manipulation. There's a lot of stalking going on. A lot of fatal attraction things going on. It's crazy, right? Like, you can't just move on with your life after leaving something like that. There's always something trying to pull you back and keep you in this particular predicament, right? That's crazy. But I can actually say I can relate. And the reason why I can relate is because, I once was in that particular lifestyle. But after I came out, I started meeting a lot of people that used to be in that lifestyle. And our stories are all kind of similar. Like, they're all similar. And I don't know, God just started showing me things. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not all the way in church like I'm supposed to be. No, I'm not. But I am saved. And I'm saved because I do believe that I do believe in Jesus Christ, right? I believe in the Bible, the King James Version. I believe the Word of God. So, I just feel like if you're going to go to hell for being homosexual, you better make sure the person is worth it that you're going to hell for. That's all I'm going to say. You better make sure. And me personally, I don't think that there's nothing in this world worth going to hell for. Like, seriously. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe that there is a heaven and a hell, but there definitely is. There's a heaven and a hell because there's demons. There's evil things that happen, and then there's really good things that happen. And we know that all evil things come from the devil. But I'm not going to get off into that, all right? I'm not going to get off into that. I just know that it's some crazy, bizarre things going on. And if you have ever walked out of any kind of lifestyle, it doesn't have to be a homosexual lifestyle. It could be a gang member lifestyle, and you wanted to change. You don't want to be a dope dealer no more. You know what I'm saying? Or if you were a prostitute, you walked out of a prostitution lifestyle. Maybe something happened to you. Maybe you were gang raped when you were little, and you thought that this was what you had to do because your mom sold you for money or something like that. Because I met people like that. I met people like that when their mother was on crack or on drugs, that they sold their child for that drug or whatever. And it just breaks my heart. I had female friends, associates that I was cool with or whatever. They expressed these things to me in tears. And everything that ever just happened in my life added up all up into now to make me want to allow people to vent or tell their story. Now, some people are ashamed to tell their stories, of course, because of they're afraid of what people might say, and that's because they're not really fully healed, and some of them just don't want people, knowing that particular part of them or whatever. But I feel that if you have ever been in some kind of traumatic situation, life-changing situation, and you want to tell the world, how you made it out, I think that you should, because there's some people that out here, there's somebody that needs to hear your story. Because there's somebody out here that's probably going through exactly what you went through, and they're probably thinking about giving up. They're probably thinking about ending it all. But listening to your story can help them, move forward in life. But yeah, but I have somebody that's coming on the show, and I'm very, very happy to have this person on the show. And their story is very mind blowing, and I think that a lot of people would like to hear it, to hear her story. And yeah. this can be a life-changing situation for some people. Like I mentioned before in my little bonus video, a lot of people probably don't or are not into listening to real life stories that people had went through or whatever, or they might not agree with certain people's opinions on situations. But like I said, you do not have to watch this show, especially if it's a trigger for you, or if it causes you to feel some type of way about yourself. Then I would definitely advise you to not watch this channel. Definitely. But that concludes what I just wanted to briefly go over with you guys tonight, because I did owe you an episode. However, and this is just the beginning. I am going to be becoming more vocal with everything that I've been, trying to project over to people like you and me. So make sure you guys stay tapped in. I do have more exciting and interesting things to say, and interesting people to meet, and they're willing to come on air and share their story. Alright, so that was it, you guys. Hope to see you guys soon again next week here on Real Facts, and with your favorite host, Shania Blanco. Make sure you guys stay tapped in, stay locked in, and we'll see you guys soon at 11 p.m. Central my time.
You